Tonight we're live from Madison Square Garden, where boxing history is written and rewritten. In one corner, Brooklyn's own Richardson Hitchins, the undefeated IBF Super-Lightweight World Champion, looks to defend his title and prove he's the division's elite. Across from him, George "Ferocious" Kambosos Jr., the relentless Australian and former unified lightweight king, seeks to become a two-division world champion. It's boxer versus brawler, technician versus warrior, each with everything to gain and everything to lose. The buildup has been tense. Kambosos brash and confident at the weigh-in, Hitchins focused but perhaps drained making weight. The Garden is electric, split between passionate New Yorkers and a vocal Australian contingent. The stage is set for a high-stakes clash that will test skill, will, and legacy. The opening bell rings, and Hitchins immediately asserts control with his signature jab, keeping Kambosos at bay. Kambosos presses forward, trying to close the distance, but Hitchins' double jab and sharp right hand snap the challenger's head back. The crowd roars as Hitchins lands a clean right cross, an early warning of his power. Kambosos tries to work the body when he gets close, but Hitchins' footwork and angles keep him elusive. By round two's end, Hitchins is dictating the pace, landing the cleaner shots, and frustrating Kambosos' attempts to build momentum. The champion's jab is the key, controlling the geography of the fight. Kambosos lands the occasional shot, but Hitchins' accuracy and defense stand out. The first two rounds go clearly to the champion, who's executing his game plan with precision. Kambosos tries to turn the fight into a brawl in round three, upping the pressure and working the body in the clinch. Hitchins stays disciplined, snapping Kambosos' head back with a stiff jab and using his ring IQ to avoid being bullied. Kambosos throws more punches, but most are blocked or miss, thanks to Hitchins' tight defense. In round four, Kambosos finally lands a looping overhand right, drawing cheers from his fans and briefly halting Hitchins' rhythm. But Hitchins quickly regains control, firing a triple jab and pivoting out of danger. The dynamic is clear. Kambosos lands one, Hitchins lands three, always controlling the distance. Through 4 rounds, Hitchins has built a solid lead by sticking to his fundamentals and frustrating the challenger. The champion's strategy is working and Kambosos is running out of answers. In round 5, Hitchins' timing sharpens. He feints, sets traps, and punishes Kambosos for every mistake. The technical gap widens as Hitchins pivots and counters with ease. But in round 6, Kambosos digs deep, unleashing a furious assault and pinning Hitchins to the ropes. He lands a heavy left hook to the body and a hard right to the head, finally making Hitchins look uncomfortable. Hitchins absorbs the punishment, then answers with a crisp counter uppercut that halts Kambosos' attack. The 6th round belongs to Kambosos, proving his pressure can work if sustained. The fight is suddenly more compelling. Can Kambosos build on this, or will Hitchins regain control? The momentum has shifted and the second half promises drama. Hitchins responds in round 7 by slowing the pace and re-establishing his jab, neutralizing Kambosos' momentum. He lands sharp counters as Kambosos presses forward, punishing every aggressive move. The fight returns to its earlier pattern, Hitchins in control, Kambosos struggling to land clean. In round 8, Hitchins adds body shots to his arsenal, targeting Kambosos' midsection to sap his energy. The bodywork pays off, making Kambosos' attacks less frequent and less effective. In the final seconds, Hitchins lands a clean uppercut that visibly stuns Kambosos, who's saved by the bell. Hitchins walks back to his corner with renewed confidence, having reasserted dominance. The champion is firmly back in the driver's seat as the championship rounds approach. By round 9, Kambosos is visibly fatigued, his punch output dropping as Hitchins glides around the ring, landing combinations at will. Hitchins puts on a boxing clinic, using angles and sharp counters to frustrate the challenger. The jab remains his foundation, but now hooks and uppercuts flow freely. Kambosos, desperate in round 10, launches a wild attack hoping for a miracle punch. Hitchins stands his ground, unleashing a blistering 5-punch combination that stops Kambosos in his tracks. After that, Hitchins resumes controlling the distance, easily winning the round. Even Kambosos' bravest efforts can't break through the champion's skill. The fight is slipping away from the challenger. In the championship rounds, Hitchins shows no signs of slowing, boxing smartly off the back foot and landing check hooks as Kambosos lunges in. Kambosos, exhausted but unbroken, keeps pressing, searching for a miracle punch. The crowd applauds his heart, but Hitchins is in total control, making Kambosos miss and landing clean shots. The 12th round begins with a touch of gloves, respect between warriors. Kambosos throws everything he has left, but Hitchins' defense and footwork keep him safe. In the final minute, Hitchins even showboats, dodging wild swings and landing crisp counters. The final bell sounds. Hitchins raises his arms, confident in victory, while Kambosos walks back to his corner, proud but beaten. The crowd gives both men a standing ovation for their efforts. There's little suspense as the judges' scores are read. Hitchins has dominated. The cards are lopsided: 118, 110, 119, 109, 117, 111, all for Richardson Hitchins. The Garden erupts as Hitchins is declared the winner, successfully defending his IBF Super-Lightweight World Title. His victory was built on a perfect jab, sharp counters, and disciplined defense. Kambosos showed heart and grit, but was outclassed by a superior technician. The scorecards reflect Hitchins' dominance and ring generalship. It's a clear, deserved victory for the hometown champion. Tonight's result sends these fighters on different paths. For Hitchins, this dominant win over a former unified champion cements his status as a top force at 140 pounds. He's now in line for major unification bouts and has proven he's more than just a title holder. He's a legitimate threat to anyone in the division. At 27, his future is bright, and the boxing world will watch to see if he can unify the division. For Kambosos, it's a crossroads. 4 losses in 6 fights raise questions about his future at the elite level. He showed heart and durability, but the technical gap is widening. Madison Square Garden witnessed skill triumph over Will Hitchins delivered a career-best performance, while Kambosos fought bravely but fell short. As the lights dim, Hitchins stands as New York's new king, while Kambosos must decide what comes next.